who is Bwana Tororey? Paul Arap Tororey.
Good, thank you very much, SK. Thank you for your invite. My name is Paul Yator Arap Tororey. Born and brought up in Kapkole, Kapchomuso, Orokwa location. Kabarnet ward, Baringo Central, Baringo County.
Wow.
And I'm a Kenyan.
That's quite an elaborate introduction. So huyu kijana Tororey alisomea wapi, na akasomea nini, na anafanya nini kwa sasa?
Nilisoma katika shule ya msingi, Kapchomuso Primary School. Nikatoka Kapchomuso, nikamalizia class 8 shule inaitwa Kitindui Primary School. After my class 8, I went to Kitu High School. After Kitu High School, that was the year 2007, I joined into business. I went into business. I opened a cyber business in Kabarnet.
Which cyber is that? Because hata mimi nimekaa Kabarnet kidogo, labda I consumed some of your products.
I was doing Mahangola business at Malemu Plaza, second floor. We are doing photocopy, cyber, and printing, and passport.
And that sounds like the business yenye ulifuatilia, because when we met in Nairobi, my first time when we were meeting you in Nairobi was, I think it was in before elections of 2017.
Around 2015.
2015 thereabout. You were with my friend anaitwa DK.
Yes.
And you had a sample print of a given design.
Yeah.
Is that the business that you are also doing in Nairobi? Because from the introduction that we were giving, you could see a Nairobi-based businessman.
Yeah, I still do the same business, but in a different way. And I also have engaged myself in a different business. I improved that business from a cyber, and I went into printing press.
Yes, and I think that is what I saw with you while we met in Nairobi,
we
met in Nairobi.
Yeah, sure. So I've expanded, I've grown from bottom, going up.
Bottom up.
Bottom up.
I can see how you are crafting those. Somebody can almost know the party that you're associated with.
And before that, after my Form 4, when I went into that business, I did that business because I didn't went to college immediately. Because of challenges we were facing back home. I had to support my siblings, my family.
When you first born?
I'm not first born, but around fourth born.
Around. You're an African man.
Yeah.
You don't want us to be very sure where you're placed.
Yeah. And then I think I did a business for
So from Form 4 directly you went to business?
I
3 years.
Business.
Ukaenda college?
In fact, I only stayed 1 week after my Form 4 exams. I stayed 1 week at home.
Ukaenda biashara?
Ukaenda biashara.
Na hii biashara ulianza peke yako ama kuna mtu alikushikilia mkono?
My uncle.
Uncle yako?
My uncle anishika mkono. My uncle called Ben Kapsir. That time was from US. And he had brought that new technology of instant passport. And then we combined with the cyber and printing. Well,
so which year did you join college and what did you study?
I joined college at around 2011. 2011.
And
I went to study Business Information Technology.
BBIT.
BBIT. I graduated 2014. And immediately after I graduated, it was like starting a new life. You know, when you go to college, there are a lot of challenges also. Fees and how to sustain yourself. There are so many challenges. So after my graduation, I had to start from somewhere again.
By then, we were in Nairobi.
By then I was in Nairobi.
Yeah. Which college did you attend?
I went to MKU. And why I did that is because they were having a flexible program of distance learning and online programs.
Yeah.
And since I was a fast and sharp student.
Sharp student.
Yeah.
Na unajiamini aje?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I prefer, since I had some hard activities.
Ya biashara.
Biashara. Because I had to jungle both business.
Unashikilia biashara and at the same time going to school.
Going to school.
So you opted for distance learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, life became a bit difficult after graduating. Because, you know, sometimes jungling both may not go well.
Yep.
And I faced some challenges. And I had to rethink again how to construct my life.
So
back to business.
Ukisema the challenge, what challenge did you face within that time? Because I'm sure, you know, with leadership also, there's something called mentorship.
Yeah.
I'm sure whoever is watching would want also to learn nini ulipitia and how did you get yourself out of it?
Yeah, since when I went to school, I could not run that business as it was before.
Yep.
And some other people were doing, but it was not sustainable as I was there personally. Secondly, we also moved from the place we were, and we got some challenges to get a relocation place. So those are part of the challenges we faced. And much from that time, I was concentrating much on my studies.
Yep.
Because I did a bit, that course was also easy, because I majored in software engineering.
Yep.
So I got some challenges.
Yep.
And after graduating, I had to start from zero again.
Well, so how did you manage to move to where you are? Because kabla useme unataka kuwa MP bana, kuna venye umefika mahali. Juzi there was a very young aspirant here in Ravine, na akamwambia DP, last time sikuwa na bibi, sikuwa na pesa, na sikuwa kwa chama mzuri. Sasa sahi niko na bibi, niko na nyumba, niko na gari, na niko na kakitu. So how did you manage to rebuild yourself to where you are?
Now, after my university course, or after graduating, I thought of how to start life again. I remember very well, I saved some money. I remained with around 10,000 shillings. And I went to think further. And I decided to do shoe business.
Biashara ya kuuza viatu.
I went to Kikomba. Nikanunua viatu. Na nikaona it is good for me. Ninunue viatu ya kina mama. Because they are fast moving.
Yep.
Sometime ya wazee. Anaweza hata miaka 2 bila kununua kiatu. So I went there, I bought mitumba shoes for ladies. Nikafika, nikaona, that time I was living in Tenges, a small center in Tenges. Nikafungua, nikaleta zile viatu, nikakuja kungarisha kabisa, nikaosha vizuri, panguza vizuri, nikaweka mafuta vizuri, nikashine.
Viatu vya kina mama.
Viatu vya kina mama, mitumba.
How much did you put in that business? Invest shilingi ngapi kwa hiyo?
It was only 10,000.
10,000 hiyo ndio sema.
10,000.
So ukaleta, iliuza kwa mbio kiasi gani?
That week, it was on a Friday. Nikatengeneza weekend. Monday nika relax. Tuesday nikaenda market. Every Tuesday you have a market in Tenges. Nikaenda market. Nikauza zile viatu.
Wewe na degree yako?
Mimi na degree yangu.
Ukaenda market?
Naenda kuuza viatu. Nikauza zile viatu, nikauza 40 pairs.
Your market peke yake?
Your Tuesday peke yake.
When was that? Which year was this?
That was around 2014.
2014?
Yeah.
One market day, 40 pairs?
40 pairs.
On average, one pair was going for how long?
200 shillings.
How many pairs had you bought?
100 pairs.
100 pairs. So you're almost hitting 50% of your stock?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, every Thursday again, in Tenges ward, you have a market in Kapkayo.
Kapkayo
market. Thursday.
Kapkayo.
Thursday, nikaingia kwa lori.
Yeah.
Tunakuwa na lori inaendanga Kapkayo. Napeleka wanabiashara.
Wanabiashara.
Kabisa. Nikaingia hiyo lori hiyo Thursday na viatu yangu. Nikateremka Kapkayo. Nikaenda kuuza viatu. Nikauza zote.
The remaining pairs, 60 pairs.
Nikaingiza pesa mfukoni.
Acha nipige hesabu. And talking of pesa mfukoni, you can see where we are heading to. It is a political period and it's quite relatable to people like you. So 200 pairs, 100 pairs, 200 shillings per pair.
Yeah.
So that is double the amount.
Double the amount.
Kafanya nini next?
Nikarudi Kikomba.
Wiki mbili na usharudisha pesa?
Nimesharudisha pesa.
That sounds like a quick business.
Nikarudi
hapa na media.
Nikarudi Kikomba.
Yeah.
Nikanunua viatu.
Yeah.
Nikaleta the same way. Hiyo ikachukua muda kidogo. It's around 1 month. That is how I started. I grew up. Mpaka nikafungua retail shop.
Wapi huko?
Tenges. And it was majorly shoe shop.
Na maybe tupunguze hiyo muda ya the shoe business. So how far is the shoe business right now, and what are you still doing the same business?
No. I graduated
from shoe business to
now. When I was in Tenges, of course, I met friends. I link up with friends, and I know how to make friends. I got a friend, nikampa kazi. Now I was thinking of my course, my career. Nimefanya IT. Nimeuza viatu karibu miaka 3. Niendelee kuuza viatu niwache hivyo tu ama nibadilishe?
Ukatafuta kazi?
Sikutafuta kazi. Nikatafuta rafiki. Nikaomba kazi. A business. A tender.
A contract.
That is the point. Nikaomba contract. Na kwa ile neema ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Akanikubali tu. He gave me a good job. A good contract.
What contract was this?
It was fixing computers, hardware and software.
So you're basically maintaining their computers?
Maintaining.
Yeah.
And it gave me good money. And before going into that business, there were some requirements that in every contract you're given, because it is an institution, you must have a company.
So you had to register another company for
I had to register a company. And that's where my life started.
Wow.
I did that business, and I grew up into supply and installation of CCTVs, fiber, and that is how I've grown.
So that is your current business now?
That's my current business, and of course still have the printing business.
So you've diversified from normal printing. You started with taking pictures, going to printing, going into commercial printing, alafu ukajipeleka shule. Na hii shule ulijilipia?
Nilijilipia.
Wow.
Nilijilipia.
How much was it? How much did it cost you? Per year?
So 60 per semester.
So that's 120 times 4 years.
Yeah.
That is around 480,000, and you paid for yourself.
I paid for myself.
From not having to afford fee ya high school, hadi unajilipia college, ndio hiyo uko na biashara zako. How does it feel having traveled that journey?
It is very encouraging and keep me moving and making me going because it's hard work. It needs resilience, perseverance, and I always say, for those people who will go to heaven, majority are business people.